Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to economics online classes. Let us see what are the functions of RBI. So RBI is nothing but Central Bank of India. So every country is having their own central banks. So Central Bank of India is called as Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI. The RBI is established in the year 1935. RBI was established in the year 1935. The headquarters situated at Mumbai. Headquarters of RBI is situated at Mumbai. This RBI came into existence during 1935, but it was nationalized during 1949. RBI was nationalized during 1949. So, nationalization of banks was undertaken during 1949. This RBI was considered as nationalized bank during 1949. So, Central Bank of India is said to be the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, in short form RBI. The present Governor of RBI is Shaktikant Das, as you know that in the last year only you studied. So, present Governor of this Reserve Bank of India is Shaktikant Das. So, in every printed notes you can see the signature of governor, because money is a legal tender money. So, it is a law. Money is nothing but it is also a law. So, it is the mirror of law. So, money, all the printed notes, currency notes are having the governor's signature, that is present Governor Shaktikant Das. So, during the printing time, who is the governor, that governor signature is there in your notes. You can check that in your currency notes. Governor signature is there in the below right side. Thus, present governor is Shaktikant Das. RBI came into existence during 1935 as the Central Bank of India. Bankers to all other banks. It is also called as Mother Bank of India or Leader Bank of India. It is leader to all other banks. It is said to be the Mother Bank of India. So, RBI act as a Mother Bank of India. It was nationalized during 1949. Its headquarters is situated in Mumbai. Next, we are going to see what are the main functions of RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Central banks. While saying central banks, you came to know it is the leader of all other banks. Head Bank of India, it is a head for all. It is a mother bank of all, means all other banks depend on these banks for their any exchange activities or credit activities, depends on the Reserve Bank of India. Name itself says that it is a Reserve Bank of India. Reserve means funds should be kept in reserve, should be kept in the other commercial banks keep their currencies or funds in the form of reserve with this mother bank. So, it is a leader bank or head bank, thus is it said to be the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve, keeping the money in the form of reserve ratio. So, it is said to be the Reserve Bank of India. Money is kept in the form of reserves. So, for the future purpose or developmental activities, money is essential because you are in the money economy. Present economy is said to be the money economy. Modern economy is money economy. Reserve Bank of India is the mother bank or in the money economy. So, let us see what are the main functions or works of Reserve Bank of India. The primary function, secondary function, developmental function and other functions are there. So, we are going to see one by one what are the main functions. The primary functions of this RBI is, it is a banker's bank, banker to the government, lender of last resort, and also it is monopoly of note issue. The main significant function of money is issuing currency notes. For example, you know that all kind of currency notes. Coins are not issued by RBI students, it is the minting authority of India or government of India, GOI. Only the currencies are issued by RBI, coins are issued by minting authority or government of India, GOI. Coins are issued by the minting authority or government of India. Understood? Only the currency notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India. So, Reserve Bank of India is having the legal authority to issue currency notes, print the currency notes. Minting authority is not at all vested in Reserve Bank of India, it is vested in the minting authority, that is Government of India. Thus, monopoly of note issue, what it says monopoly means? We studied, it is a dominator, single hand. No other banks are having this kind of legal matter regarding the money. Only the RBI can issue the currency notes. So, legal issue vested in the hands of RBI. RBI only the monopoly authority to issue the currency notes. Currency notes of 100, 50, 500, 20 rupees, 10 rupees or 5 rupees. Now, it is this 2 rupees and all not there. So, relating to the whatever the currency notes are there. 2000, the 1000 is banned during demonetization period, as you know that. So, 200 rupees is there. So, all 500 rupees, these currency notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India. It is only the monopoly to issue the notes. No other banks are having this permission to print the currency notes. If they are doing this activity unknowingly, it is considered as the illegal activity. So, money only issued or currency notes are printed by the Reserve Bank of India. So, second main function of this the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, mother bank, is it controls all kind of credits. Controller of credit, it acts as a controller of credit. So, credits in the country should be controlled. If there is no any control, money is flowing as it is, that leads to the inflation, continuous rise in the general price level and fall in the value of money. If we have as much as money in our hand, then there is no value for that money. Money is a scarce resource, then only value for that. Thus, when the money in the hands of the people increases, during that time demonetization was taking place, as you know that. Demonetization occurred in the 2016 and 17 it was implemented. It is because to control the credit in the hands of the people. So, whatever the money should be supplied in a limited manner, and it supplies all kind of credits to the other commercial banks. All the commercial banks depends upon the Reserve Bank of India for their funds. All commercial banks kept their some reserves in the form of reserve ratio with the central banks for the future purpose or to meet the emergencies or some unwanted situations. So, it controls all kinds of credits in all other banks. So, monopoly of note issue I said. So, while printing the currency notes, is it easy to print the currency notes? No. It is, there is some way to print a currency notes. While printing these currency notes to control the credit in the economy, this Reserve Bank of India should keep certain amount of gold in the form of reserve. While printing the notes also, it should keep certain amount of gold or silver as a reserve. Keeping this gold and silver as a reserve, and then it is going to print the currency notes, because money is liquid form, money is in the liquid form, liquid of all liquid assets. We can convert gold into money in the emergency or money into gold whenever the abundant or plenty supply of money is there in the economy. Thus, the primary function is monopoly of note issue, and it controls the credit and lender of last resort. What is this lender of last resort means? So, anything happens to any commercial banks, it going to lend the money in the form of loan. How to create the credit in Reserve Bank of India? All commercial banks are giving loans to the customers, that customers are going to this whatever the interest rate, pay the interest rate, that interest rate is nothing but credit to the commercial bank. So, commercial banks are giving the money only with the help of Reserve Bank of India, funds supplied by the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India supplying the funds to all commercial banks. So, in a equal manner, there is no any partiality between one bank to other bank. That banks are creating the credit by supplying or by creating the loans or lending loans to its customers. So, this Reserve Bank of India lends loan to the commercial banks. That commercial bank have to pay the rate of interest to the Reserve Bank of India. In this way, it going to create the credit and control the credit. Thus, it is lender of last resort. So, any problems happens to the any of the bank, it should lend the money, agriculture purpose or any kind of purpose. It is on the basis of working condition of the commercial banks and refund capacity, it is going to sanction the loans to the commercial banks. It is the last authority, ultimate decision regarding the credit or regarding the money is vested in the hands of this Reserve Bank of India. Next main function of Reserve Bank of India, central bank, is bankers bank. All other bank network of banks are there, that depends upon mainly on the Reserve Bank of India because it is mother bank, it is bankers bank. We are depending on as a customers, we are going to the bank. That bank is also having one of the head, that is said to be the Reserve Bank of India. Thus, Reserve Bank of India is the bank to all other commercial banks in the country. Thus, it is said to be the bankers bank. It is supplying the loans and it is supplying this whatever the required credit, and also it gives training to the staffs and instructions to the staffs in a regular manner. That it is said to be the bankers bank. Next function of commercial banks, that is bankers to the government. This commercial bank is said to be the bankers to the government, not only bankers to banks, bankers to the government. So, government is nothing but people, and government, you know that just an institution to run the economic activities. Those for public distribution system, or it may be the transport infrastructure or any public health care, for all that government needs money. From where it is going to get the money? It is going to borrow the loans from the Reserve Bank of India to invest for the further purpose. During the emergency, it claims loan with the RBI. So, when the bank goes to the government, it supplies the money to the government, then government is going to run the activities. So, government is also depends upon the RBI for its financial assistance. Thus, Reserve Bank of India assisting the government during the any emergencies or any kind of developmental activities. It supplies the fund for the developmental activities to the government. Thus, RBI is banker to the government also, not only to the commercial banks, banker to the government also. It is custodian of foreign exchange. What is foreign exchange? As we stated in the first chapter, that is foreign exchange is nothing but it is the exchange of currency with one country to the other country through the international trade, export and import. Thus, it is a custodian. Custodian means it is a treasurer. It is a treasurer, custodian or guardian of foreign exchange. Foreign exchange should be controlled by this Reserve Bank of India. So, it is one of the main function of RBI. Next is clearing house. So, all the commercial banks should repay the loans whenever the time is given, and it should keep something reserves. Thus, clearing house. All the banks are going to clear their activities with the Reserve Bank of India. So, controller of money market. Money market is there. Money market means you know that demand and supply of money undertaking in that particular money market. Next 5th chapter we are going to study about money market. So, it controls all the money related activities in the economy. So, next function, other functions. Other functions are many functions, all the functions are performed on the basis of money. That money is supplied by the Reserve Bank to the commercial banks to the people. People again reinvest that money in the economy for productive activities. So, these productive activities also this RBI is going to provide the loans. From where the RBI is going to get the loan, students? So, RBI is also not only creating itself a loan from the reserves kept by these commercial banks, not only from the reserves, from the RBI is going to get the loan from the NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, and RBI also going to borrow the loan from the IMF, International Monetary Fund. So, it not only creates money itself, but also it borrow loan from the others for the developmental activities, like it provides finance to agriculture and agricultural development, because India is rural country. So, for the rural development, finance to the agriculture, it finance to the industries. It also provides, RBI provides money or financial assistance to industrial development, and also it provides training programs, investing money for the training programs and updating the knowledge of the bankers. Not only to the bankers, to all the bank managers, staffs and related to bank activities, it going to update all the things and giving the training to the professionals. So, these are the main functions of mother bank or central bank or RBI, Reserve Bank of India. So, in the next class we are going to discuss how the commercial banks are going to create the credit under the heading credit creation by commercial banks. Thank you.